Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Plami, and in this episode of Rate the K, I'm gonna be reacting to the recent comeback of Everglow, La Di Da. And I'm really excited to react to it because from the teaser it sounded really cool. But before we get into the reaction, I just want to address a few things. Because if you are subscribed to my channel, you might be wondering why I haven't been uploading anything for the last 3 weeks pretty much. Again, if you watched my videos, you know that I said I was going to move, and even if you watched my last 4 videos, you know that I have already moved to a different place. But it's just for the last 3 weeks I've just been dealing with the fact that I've moved, and it's not been easy really. Surprisingly to myself, I've been really missing my hometown, and it's just been a stressful kind of existence, for lack of a better term. I just haven't really enjoyed being here at all, and all I think about is wanting to go back home. And that's pretty much what's gonna happen after this school year is over. I'm only staying here for 1 year, that's what we've decided. And that's pretty much the reason why I haven't uploaded anything, because I just haven't felt comfortable enough to do videos or anything like that. Plus, here the audio is a little bit fucked, so that has been also a little bit of a problem. But I can't really wait anymore, I can't do anything about it. I still have to stay here for the rest of the school year. And I don't want to go a whole year without uploading anything on YouTube. So I decided to just do it, and whatever happens happens. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded anything. I'm gonna hopefully get back into a schedule or anything like that, or at least just start uploading consistently again, or as consistent as as I can. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just jump into the reaction to La Di Da in 3, 2, 1. I'm really excited about it. I've heard a lot of people's opinions about this song, so I really hope it actually ends up being really good. And it's not just an empty hype. Okay, the beginning is delivering. I hope this shuts up the haters of Everglow, because this is completely different from the last few comebacks. I love their outfits. Also, Onda has actual lines in this one. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm in love with this one. It's definitely better than I expected. Like, whenever I watch teasers of songs, I'm worried that whenever I hear the full song, it won't end up being even better than that. Like, it won't surpass what is the teaser. Basically, the teaser is the best part of the song. But in this song, it's definitely not like that. The song itself is definitely so much better. Yeah, the teaser is a good hook into the song, but the rest of the song itself is still amazing. And we're definitely reacting to this one a second time. Maybe even a third. We'll see. I think so far this might be the most fair distribution. Because I definitely don't see Mia shoved into our faces as much. Not that I'm complaining or anything. And I also noticed, what? Oh my god, I forgot her name. She's even my bias, and I forgot her name. Yeah, this is an amazing comeback. I was talking about her. I forgot her name. God damn it! I'm just blanking. I noticed that she had actual lines, not just ad libs to Mia's lines, and Shihyun, I think her name was. She also had lines. Onda also noticeably has lines. So this one is definitely much more fair. Now I really can't wait to check out other people's reactions to this song, because I've only read the opinions on Reddit. And yeah, this is the K-pop I love. Trying new things, retro or whatever, but just trying new things and making it stand out, not just doing pop songs from 10 years ago from America, which is what Blackpink's recent release, Lovesick Girls, was. And no, I'm not gonna react to it because I don't want to get hate by Blinks, because if I do react to the song, I'm gonna completely wreck it. And I don't want my channel to be about hate, but that's just how I feel about the song, and it just genuinely pisses me off, especially considering BTS also recently released a shitty pop song in the form of Dynamite, and I kind of started switching to being more of a Blackpink fan because they were still sticking with their sound. Like, I loved How You Like That compared to a lot of the B-sides of Map of the Soul 7. So I was kind of starting to latch onto Blackpink as the big group that is the face of K-pop, that is the actual face of K-pop, and not just doing shitty pop songs to pander to American music fans or whatever, or to American general population or American radio listeners. But then they released Ice Cream, which I didn't react to for the same reasons, and it pissed me off. And now with Lovesick Girls, I'm just completely done with Blackpink and BTS, and honestly with third generation groups in general for the most part, because Twice's most recent comeback, More and More, wasn't as bad as Blackpink's or BTS's, but it still felt in the similar vein with like sounding like an old school pop song from America. Like, that's not what I want to hear when I listen to K-pop. And I know some people are gonna say that K-pop is basically that, rehashed American songs for the Korean audience, but I disagree. But I'm getting sidetracked here. We're here to talk about Everglow, and this song, I'm in love with it, honestly. It's refreshing, considering that they've pretty much stuck to the same thing for like 3 songs now. Is it 2 or 3? How many songs do I have? There's Bonbon Chocolate, there's Adios, I think I'm blanking one, but there's Dun Dun as well. I swear I'm missing one between those two. I just cannot come up with it, I'm sorry. But they've pretty much stuck to the same formula for the most part. Their debut song was very different, and I love it. Bonbon Chocolate, I think, is still my favorite Everglow song, but this is definitely a close second. And even though I consider Dun Dun and Adios a little bit of a lower quality, they just don't feel as sophisticated or as deep as, for example, this one or Bonbon Chocolate. They are definitely a little bit easier to listen to, so I'm glad that despite this one being a little harder to get into compared to Dun Dun, which is just a straight up simple put on and listen to kind of song, still a lot of people seem to enjoy this one. And I think it's pretty much because of the aesthetic and the retro vibe, which I also like, but for me, it's just the refreshing feel to it, because as much as I like what they were doing so far, doing something different once in a while, I'm all up for that. I personally like it the most whenever a group sticks to something, then switches it around for a little while, then maybe goes back to it or does something different again. But I just don't like, in most cases, I don't like the constant switch of concept. Because whenever I like a group for a certain thing, I want them to stick to it. And that also goes into this where, yes, they went for a different sound with this comeback, but they didn't really completely change their music or anything like that. It's still very much a badass song, and hard-hitting kind of song. It just gets a little bit more singing and a little bit more melody to it, like it's more melodic, but it's still very much an Everglow song, even though it's a little different. Well, a lot of the times, whenever groups that have gotten famous for a certain concept or for a certain style switch up their music, they completely switch it up to the point where it doesn't feel like them. Like right now in my head, I'm thinking of BAP, which is no longer a group, I know, but stay with me for the sake of the argument. For the most part, I like their very hip-hop songs, and they also have some ballad songs that when I was reacting to them, those kind of were really annoying and boring because they were not what I liked about them, and that's pretty much what I'm saying whenever a group is switching up their sound. It didn't feel like BAP at that point, because I thought of BAP as this very cool, unique, dark, deep, hip-hop based sounding group, and then they went and did ballads which didn't sound like them at all. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, I'm sorry about that, but let's get into the second reaction to this, and maybe we're gonna point out some more things about it, and then we're gonna share my final opinion. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. I really love the aesthetic of like having everything be black and white, but it also kind of accentuates the colors. That's really cool. Yeah, I was genuinely worried that the rest of the song wasn't gonna live up to the teaser, but I'm glad that it is, and it's even better. Because the last time I watched a teaser, well, it wasn't necessarily the last time, but last time I was super excited about the teaser was when I listened to Twice's Fancy, and the teaser was amazing, but then the song was disappointing to say the least. It wasn't bad, but like the teaser was the best part of the song, and I was worried that the same thing was gonna happen this time. Luckily it didn't. Also, we're having a full sing chorus, I love that. Still, I feel like this is definitely more of a grower kind of song, where it's gonna take a little while for me to really be into it 100%. Well, for something like Dun Dun, I'm like just instantly into the mood of that. Wait, Onta looks so different with her hair in those things. I couldn't even recognize her. Also, I love how much vocal range they're showing in this one. Because I feel like in the other songs, or at least I personally focused more on the rapping, but in this one they're killing it with the vocals. Okay, this is definitely probably their best music video. Again, like, Bombo Chocolate is just such a perfect debut in every way possible, but this one is definitely a solid contender. I think people would have been more lenient or more into Everglow if they came back with this after their debut with Bonbon Chocolate, because this definitely feels much more similar to Bonbon Chocolate than Dun Dun or Adios felt. And I still like those songs, don't get me wrong, but this one just feels more like that original Everglow. Although it's still, I feel like, doesn't have. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Let me try. I feel like basically Bonbon Chocolate is a combination of the more badass and rougher sounding songs like Dun Dun and Adios, and this kind of style to it. Like Bonbon Chocolate is kind of like a combination of the two. So in a certain way, and I know that people are gonna be complaining about me making a comparison to Blackpink, it feels like Everglow could have these two different types of concept that they could do, which is the more simplistic but still badass and hard-hitting vibe that they had with Dun Dun and Adios, and the more deeper and stylistic thing that they have going for Bonbon Chocolate and this one. Either way, I like what they're doing. They're definitely one of my favorite girl groups. For the girl groups, I haven't really tried to even rank them because I love girl groups, I listen to girl groups, but I feel like I listen to boy groups more. So for that, I have thought of like my top 3 or 4 boy groups. But for girl groups, they're definitely top 5, but I just don't really know my arrangement of the groups. It's probably Dreamcatcher first. G-Idol is probably number 3. I guess we could put Everglow at number 2. I don't know, I just haven't really thought about it, so I'm just making it up on the spot pretty much. But yeah, this is definitely a really cool song. I can't wait to listen to it more. I think I've talked about it pretty much enough, so I'm just gonna get into the ratings now. I think personally I'm gonna give this one an 8.6 out of 10. I know this might be a little bit surprisingly low because I really enjoyed this song, but I feel like it just lacked a little bit of intensity to bring it to maybe a 9.6 out of 10. Or just closer to what I consider Bonbon Chocolate to be, which is maybe debatably either a 10 or a 9.5 out of 10. But I still think it's a really good song. It's just maybe lacking a little bit in intensity. And it's not necessarily a kind of song that needs it. Like, I like it the way it is, perfectly fine. But it's just what it is just an 8.6 out of 10 and not more than that. But still, objectively, I think I'm going to give it a 9.6 out of 10 because obviously most people are going to be more lenient than me in things like that, or at least I feel like that is the case. And from what I've seen, most people enjoy it, so I think it's fair to give it objectively a 9.6 out of 10. Or you could also go for a 10 out of 10 objectively, but I kind of prefer using the objective score both as an expression of what I think is the objective opinion of most people about this song, and more of like a lenient scoring of how I feel about the song. So yeah, basically I enjoyed it. I'm not sure whether this is part of an album or whatever, but again, now that I'm getting back into doing my YouTube videos, I'm gonna try to maybe speed up the reaction to Everglow because I really like them. But still, I have to react to a few other groups that I also really like Stray Kids' repackaged albums, so yeah, it might be a while still. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories over on Wattpad, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel going. It helps support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But still, if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye! Come on and get your game on.